Boom! What's up, everybody? My name is Kim Scogwell, and today I'm gonna be trying to solve a question I got from Sam Korosh, and he asked me how he can remove a head and place it somewhere else, or a hand from body, and make it look good, as you can see here. And he sent me a YouTube link to a different guy who's doing the exact thing he wants, but in Photoshop, and the steps will be exactly the same in Affinity Photo. So I don't want to replicate him. I'm gonna make this snowball here become larger and looks like it's closer to the camera. The steps are exactly the same, and it's all down to masking and blending, basically. So if you can do it with the snowball, you can do it with a head or a hand or whatever it is you want to remove and replace, because you just have to be able to replicate or rebuild the background. So I highly recommend, if you're making a project, to take several pictures. Take one of the background, one with the background and the subject, or one with the things where you have to fill in whatever it is you're removing as well. So just makes your life a whole lot easier, and the end result is going to look a whole lot better than trying to do it from just one photo. So without any further ado, we're just going to get to it. So we're inside Affinity Photo. Again, I'm going to make this snowball bigger and move it probably around here somewhere, so it looks like it's coming towards the camera. And as always, replicate or duplicate your background first. So I'm going to turn off the background layer now, and I'm gonna mask out the snowball here first. So the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna use my selection brush tool, and you just want to make sure you get most of it. But see here now, I got a little bit too much, like so. That looks pretty decent. And so refine, set the brush there. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a feather, about 2 pixels, just to soften up the edges a little bit. And then we're going to go here to new layer with layer mask, hit apply. Because if we're left with this snowball here, then I'm gonna rasterize it. You don't have to do it. In fact, I'm not gonna do it for you. That way you keep it non-destructive all the way. Turn on the background here. Now I'm gonna turn off that layer. Now we gotta remove this ball. So there are several ways you could do this. I'm going to be using the in-painting brush tool, but you can use the clone brush tool as well. So I'm going to show you clone brush tool, add a new layer, hit the clone brush tool, go up here to current layer and below, set yourself a selection point. Make sure you have a halfway decent brush like this. That's a bit too hard. On the hardness for me, 65, like so. And then you can go and start blending in again. And you just gotta go from side to side to make it look the way you want it, and then blend it back in. So that's one way you could do it. The in-painting brush tool is really amazing. I'm just gonna use that for now, and we'll see what happens. See, there it's like it never was. I don't care about these little things, because that would be in the air if you'd ever thrown a snowball that isn't packed too hard. So now I can turn back on this layer. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna choose this layer here, and you can see it doesn't look like I got the snowball chosen, but I do. So I'm gonna just zoom out a little bit, and then drag it up like that. And that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna make it out a little bit more. That looks like it's really close to the camera. You see that? It's not too half shabby, but could blend it a little bit more on the edges here. And the way you can do it is one way. We're gonna add a new layer. I'm gonna go up here to brushes. I'm gonna go over to my sprays and splatter, and we're gonna do this one. Cool. To make sure I get the same sort of colors, I'm gonna use the this tool here, the clone stamp tool. And we just gotta, we can't do this on a hardness 100 and a flow 100, so we just gotta drag it down a little bit, and then a bit too much. Okay, that's pretty good, but it looks too hard, so now you can blend it with doing the blend modes here if you wanted to, like so. I'll put it on overlay, see what soft light is usually a good one. Soft light is good, and you can see now it's blended pretty good, and it looks like it's in motion. So you just have to play around with the blend modes, and then the most important part, it's what you're removing. The background is gonna look like it would, and whatever you place it, it has to look like it belongs there with shadows and that sort of stuff. So that was just a really quick overview over how you can use these techniques to accomplish what it is you're asking me about, Sam. I hope you like it. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and leave your comment down below if you liked it or not. And I highly appreciate it, and it really helps my channel out. So thank you all, and I hope you all have a happy new year.